Hear me.
Can
Hello, hello. Yes, better.
I'm looking
What's
at the
that?
chat, guys. He's not muted. I swear.
Am I muted?
No, he's not. Okay, now they can hear you. Eliza, you good?
Okay,
We can
cool.
hear?
Yeah.
I wonder if the chat is just a little bit delayed. Especially let me bump up your audio even more. There we go. Now he's low. Okay. We should be fine now.
Are we
Thank you
good?
guys.
Can you
Thank
guys hear
you.
me? Yes.
Okay. Okay, this looks
Okay.
great. Yay!
Cool.
Okay, looks like we've got a good enough people in the chat now. Okay, so welcome people. Those of you who just clicked in, this is Paul of the band Katzù Oso. Welcome,
Hey, what's
Paul.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. What's up,
Yay!
guys?
What is up? Okay, so for those of you who may not know, Katzù Oso originated from our hometown of Montebello. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, Montebello.
Oh no. Sorry, we got hosted. Um, so one of the first things that I want to ask is because I know Montebello very, very, very well, and Montebello High School especially is not a school that appreciates the arts. Is that fair to say?
No, yeah, you're right.
So how, because I do remember like seeing you around like all the like the more like creative people, and like I feel like I've seen you in like Mr. A's like theater room. So I want to ask, like, how did you get from Montebello, a place where creativity goes to die, to having your own band and going on tour?
Damn. I feel like I've always had that. I've always loved that excitement of playing those house shows in high school.
The gigs.
Yeah, all the little gigs that we would have.
Mm-hmm.
This was before Katsu, and I don't know. I've always loved that,
Uh-huh.
just that
And
environment. You know,
what was that old band before Katsu?
we're spoken folk.
Spoken Folks! Oh, dude, I remember going to like house gigs and everybody would be
Oh
so
my
stoked for Spoken Folks.
dude, that was so much fun. I miss those days.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I imagine, like, as you started to blossom a little bit more, you saw like more
Mhm.
serious venues and less house gigs.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Although I do like a good house show every once in a while. You
Right?
know? Yeah,
It's
totally.
just a different vibe.
Hmm. I mean, not anymore. I guess not for a while, but
Yeah.
pre-Rona, yes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, I wonder, because I've seen some local bands that I follow have like the tiniest little like backyard house gigs, which still kind of
Mm.
seems like not super duper safe. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I. Ugh. So,
no, not
how
good.
did you go about creating Katzù Oso? Because it's not just you, even though we have you here happily.
Yes.
There are other members of your band as well.
Yeah, it's six of us in total. I
Mm-hmm.
know we're a big group.
That's okay. That's a
But,
good thing. So
yeah.
are you just doing vocals and synth, or what else do you do in the
Uh,
band?
well, when I perform live, it's just vocals and my synths. But when it comes to like producing and stuff, it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much just me, and I get some of my band members to come in and help me out here and there. Yeah.
That's awesome. And so, are there ever times where you can't get all six of you um, at a venue for like one of the shows, or like, or how was it hard to tour with six people?
You know, it was at first,
Mm-hmm.
because like the van is always crowded and it's always packed, especially because we have all our our luggage and our instruments, and it's just a mess. But but it's a lot of fun, especially when it's with all my best friends. Like these guys are the guys I spend every day with, pretty much. I always see them, and it's
Mm-hmm.
always been like that pre-Rona. So it's just one big party every time we perform or we go out.
So you guys hopped from venue to venue by driving, or did you guys ever fly?
Well, when we performed in Wisconsin, we had to fly, and that was crazy. We had like
Wisconsin
three
was crazy,
layovers.
or just flying was crazy?
It was both, because we had like three layovers, so we had to like just go,
Three
or,
layovers?
yeah, it was horrible. It was a mess. But we got there and
Damn.
we performed and then we came back home.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that fast? Like you just came back like the next
Oh
day, or?
yeah. It was like yeah, we didn't even stay in Wisconsin. Like that after we performed, we rushed to the airport to
Oh
head back
God.
home. It
Ugh.
was so tiring, but it was worth it. It was cool.
Um, for like maybe in the future when you guys go on tour again, which we're looking forward to, there's a cool website that Gus and I used when
Uh,
we were like doing the comedy tour around the country, called Skip Legged. And so the way that it works is you enter the destination of the city that you really want to end up in, and it will
mhm.
give you flights where the city that you actually want to be is technically the layover. So what you do is
Uh,
you get on the plane that's, say, going to New York, but it has a layover in Wisconsin. So you hop on the plane and just get off at Wisconsin and just don't go to New York.
what?
It's a little
That's,
bit, I don't want to say scummy, because it's like plane tickets are so expensive anyway, but I
yeah,
mean
yeah.
it works.
Dude, that's so cool. Skip leg, you said?
Yeah, skip legs. So
Okay.
that's one that we used a lot. Um, but wow, having to go straight to the airport after a show.
Yeah.
Like, did you guys have to cut your set at all, or did it work out okay?
That festival was already running behind,
Mhm.
so it actually got pushed up like 2 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was kind of a mess when we got there. Like we thought we were late, and then we ended up being really early. It was just a mess. It was fun.
What
I got to
was?
some
Go on.
great artists. I got to meet some of my favorite artists at that show.
Who did you meet?
I met the singer for Café Tacuba. I don't know if you know
Café Tacuba.
who
I
they
don't
are.
know that one.
It's a Mexican, like a Mexican rock band.
Mhm.
And yeah, I met them and I love them, so it was very exciting. And Elvis Crespo, the guy that sings Suavemente,
He's alive?
yeah,
Dude.
yeah,
No,
I know he was
he's not.
performing. Yeah, Suavemente,
Dude, no,
the
I
guy that,
thought I heard a rumor that like he had this fear of airplanes, and then one day he he had this fear of
wait,
airplanes, and then one day he finally got on a plane and then it crashed, and I thought that's how he died.
oh my God, no, he's not. Dude, this is gonna
Alive?
sound weird, but he wasn't afraid of airplanes. He got kicked off an airplane for doing sexual things to himself.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I guess so. His career died
Yeah,
a little bit,
it
I
was
guess.
weird. Yeah, yeah.
Damn it. What? Okay, I don't know if you've noticed this as well, but a lot of local bands seem to be getting like canceled lately
Oh my
because
God, I
of
know.
like Me Too like allegations. Like some of our
Yeah.
favorite ones, like more from like LA, like Orange County. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, it's so disappointing
Crazy.
because it's crazy because it's like you're really excited to like hype up people like from your area, and
Mhm.
then it's like they go do that.
Yeah,
Ugh,
ends up being like a scummy band.
yeah,
Yeah,
but back to more positive
crazy.
bands. You guys, what was the most exciting thing that happened for you on tour?
Our U.S. tour?
Yeah, our
Definitely.
U.S. tour, because you had a U.S. tour and an international tour, right?
No, I haven't done international yet. Just
Okay.
U.S. Yeah,
Yes. Haha. But
I've
honestly,
done a couple like West Coast and like California tours, but
mm-hmm.
the first U.S. tour was the one with miniature tigers.
Oh, that's right. So, for those of you
Yeah,
who do not know, because I feel like I've talked about the miniature tigers before on this stream, Katzù Oso toured with the miniature tigers. They got to open up
yeah,
all of their shows, which is damn, that's cool. Were you
that
guys
was so
already a
cool.
fan of them beforehand, or how did that
Oh
happen?
my, dude, I've been a fan of miniature tigers since high school. I think
Right.
since sophomore year, I've always just loved their whole discography. And I remember like DMing Charlie a lot of times, like, "Hey, listen to my music." This is pre-Katsu, and I'd be like, "Hey, listen," but he'd never respond. And when I started Katsu, like my first song, I sent it to him, and he sent me "Love the Melodies, Keep It Up." And then
Aw.
fast forward 2 years, his management hit up my management, and they wanted us to go on tour with them, and I freaked out. It was just crazy.
Dude, that means he selected you on
I
purpose.
know that was wild, and ever since then we've been really close friends. So
Mm-hmm. Dude,
Really
that's
cool.
so cool. We've met
Yeah.
Charlie a couple of times as well.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that he was like such like a memer boy, you know?
Yeah, yeah, he is. The whole band is, dude. The whole band is just, oh my god, they're a walking comedy show. It's fun.
Can you tell me, I know that what was the most memorable show that you had while on tour?
While on tour.
Hmm.
Mm,
Or you know, it
New
doesn't
York
even
was,
have to be on tour.
well, honestly, one of my favorite shows was probably Tropicalia last year.
Uh-huh.
That was a lot of fun. We had like a rotating stage. There's a lot of people there, and a lot
Oh.
of people were singing my songs, which was a trip. So that was like a really cool show. But I think my favorite one would have to be December of 2018. I sold out the Echo, and
Really?
it was,
Oh
yeah, it was one
shit.
of the most things. It was one of the most like surreal moments. Like the whole venue was singing along, and it just felt so intimate, and it was just exciting. So cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
such a cool venue, dude.
That is a cool venue.
Isn't that the same place that they have emo night?
Yeah, they have the Echoplex and then the Echo upstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah,
So let's fast forward to right now. You just released, is it technically an EP or an album?
it's an EP
What's
color.
what's the difference between an EP and an album? for those of,
Uh,
for those of us who don't know.
EP, I think it stands for extended play, and it
Mhm.
just means it's kind of like a little five, or sometimes it could be three songs, like
Mhm.
3 to 6 songs, a little demo, kind of not demo, but a small package of what an album would look like.
Right.
So right now I'm working on my debut album, which I'm hoping I'm able to push to like a big label or something. So this is kind of like my, how can I say it? Like I'm fishing this EP to them so they can be like, oh, this is pretty good. He might have potential. We should work on the debut album with him or something.
No, I got you. I
That
got
makes
you.
sense. Yeah.
So I had to listen to it and I loved it and I think it's no surprise like I've posted it a few times, but my favorite song from it is the one that you did for was it a Tecate commercial?
Oh yeah.
Dude, so was
Thanks.
that song completely yours or did they give you like direction at all?
So they had hit me up on like a Thursday, and they were like, "Hey, we want you to write a love song to Los Angeles. Think of it as like a
Aw,
love letter to your city." So I was like, "Okay, when do you guys need it by?" And they're like, "We need a demo by Monday." So I had a weekend to work on it, and
that's really fast.
yeah, and I had like this chord progression stuck in my head like back to back, and I just I wrote it over the weekend. I made a little demo and I sent it to them, and they loved it. And then they brought me into the studio, which was somewhere in like Beverly Hills.
Hmm.
I was working with a member from the band Kinky, which is another Mexican rock band.
Hmm.
And yeah, I took the demo there. We ended up recording it. We got a mariachi to come in to fill
Dude,
in the
Mariachis
string part.
Lindas, right?
Yes,
They're so
yeah.
good.
Dude, they're so good. I got them to play for my mom for Mother's Day. Yeah, it was so
That
nice. They're
is
the sweetest.
I got to meet them at because back like when the primary was happening, Bernie Sanders his campaign opened up an office in East LA, and
Oh
so
yeah.
to like kick it off, they had the Mariachis Lindas there, and
Mhm.
it was so hopeful and nice, and they're cool, and it's also cool that like they're just like they're kind of like progressive. Like there was a protest outside of Mayor Eric Garcetti's house, and like
Yeah.
a local activist group paid them to play mariachis outside of his house like for hours because like everybody was just out there protesting. Like what a bomb ass protest to
That's
have
so sick.
mariachis.
Hell yeah.
um.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what's your favorite song from Color?
For me, it'd have to be Retail Therapy.
Retail Therapy. Is there any
Yeah.
particular reason why?
Yeah, that's literally the story of how I met my girlfriend.
Really? What's the story?
Yeah. I was working retail, and I was about to go on lunch, and then she walks in, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't know, it was weird. I kind of like freaked out, and I didn't go to lunch to help her out. And then like the more I was helping her out, the more I was, I guess, falling in love with her. And yeah, I just felt like I needed to ask her out, and I asked her out, and now fast forward 2 years, she's my girlfriend.
It took 2 years, or you've been
Oh
like
no, no,
together
no.
for two
We've been together
years?
for 2 years. Yeah,
Aww, I
yeah.
love it. Is she
I know, I
does she
love
come on tour
her.
with you guys?
Yeah, she did our Texas run. She
Mm-hmm.
came on tour for it was like a week. We did a lot of Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas
That
is
was
huge.
really
I'm not
cool.
surprised.
Yeah, I think a fan asked her to sign my record.
A fan asked her to sign?
Yeah, they're like, "Your
Aww.
Katz's girlfriend. Can you sign Pastel?" And I was like, "Oh my god."
That's so cute. Wait, so on the road, do people call you Katsu?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So from here on out, would it be best if I referred to you as Katsu, and maybe I should cover the Paul part on
No,
your?
it's fine. Honestly, I don't mind it. I feel like when people recognize me here in Montebello too, they're always like Katsu or Hey, what's up, Katsu? I feel like no one calls me Paul that much anymore, besides friends.
I got you. I got you. I remember I was actually driving to the miniature tiger show at the observatory, so the one in
Mm.
Santa Ana,
Yeah.
with some of my friends, and I didn't look at like who the opening band was at all, and then as we were driving, nobody like knew the name at the off of like the top of their head, but they're like, oh yeah, dude, he's from Montebello. I was like, what? Montebello?
What?
And right? And then they played it. I was like, oh, that's Paul. That's Katzù Oso. Holy shit, they're touring with the Tigers. Because it's
No
like,
way.
dude. I mean,
Oh
let's
my
be honest.
god.
Nothing. What do you get out of Montebello? What? Come on.
This is true. Hey, what? What do you mean? They got us.
That's true.
Come on.
That's true.
Come
And
on.
that's why we're doing
And
this
we're the
stream.
same class. Isn't that crazy?
Dude, 2012 was the class, and then
Woo.
like, did you ever go back to MHS to visit at all?
No.
Good.
Yeah, no. I was just like, I'm gone. I'm out.
That's good. Did you end up like doing like any college at all, or did you just dive straight into
Yeah.
your music?
No, I actually got my AA at Rio Hondo College, and I was about to transfer into Cal State LA, but when I was about to transfer into Cal State, like my music kind of blew up. So I made like the ultimate decision, like go off on my music or spend more time in college, and I just decided to take the music route, and it worked out.
I mean, especially like if you have that momentum, you have to go
Yeah.
with it. I mean, this is kind of like this is bad advice for like a lot of people because like you got to be able to recognize
Yeah.
momentum. But I mean,
Yeah.
college will always be there. Momentum is very hard to make and very hard to keep.
Totally.
No, so I think that's definitely worked out. I'm trying to. I feel bad. I'm not looking at the chat at all. Yeah, you guys. If some people are asking about the chat, it's combined chat. So there's Twitch and YouTube comments. So I would like to throw some questions to the chat. So go ahead, chat. Ask any questions that you have for Katzù, and we will answer them. This one is from Beto Ochoa. Do you know who that is at all?
No.
Okay, so Beto asks, how was working with Julian Tuzeo? Do you know who that is?
Julian Teseo?
Yeah, it's hard when some people have like stage names. Oh well. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Julian. Okay, here's a fun one. What's your favorite type of monkey?
What?
I know it's very
Oh,
relevant.
man. Isn't there like a spider monkey?
Dude,
Yeah,
I was
it's small.
thinking the same thing right now.
Really?
Yeah, well, because I want to pick a monkey that
Yeah.
will not overpower me. I
Yeah,
don't want a
totally.
monkey to eat my face or to
Mhm.
break my bones. And it's like a spider monkey. It's like if it ever attacks me, I'll just like throw it against the wall or throw it away from me. I don't know. It's self-defense. Let's see.
I actually would love to own a monkey. Like, well, if
Really?
you need to get like, hell yeah, I've always wanted one. Just like a little friend, keep him in, teach him how to play the synths or something.
It would be the ultimate band member.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'll have him at the merch table.
Somebody asked, how do you feel about? Oh, well, I'm just gonna rephrase their question first. Because they're asking about like a specific type of merch. So I want to ask, do you guys have any merch yet?
Not for the EP, but I'm working on some right now. That should be out very soon.
Oh, so is this like general Katzù Oso merch, or is it just like specific to the new launch?
Yeah, I do want to make some like color
Mm-hmm.
merch. So
No, I
for
think
the
that's a
EP.
good idea. I really like
Yeah.
the colors that you chose for your album art, so I think those would pop
Oh,
nicely.
thanks.
Yeah. Like one of these people is specifically asking if you would like stickers. I guess they really like your album art and they're offering their
Ooh,
services.
that
So,
sounds really cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
hit me up.
So here's one. Actually, I was just on their podcast like an hour ago. Jordan Adika asks, any tips for folk trying to make more music slash stay focused on it during quarantine?
You know, it's really hard sometimes to kind of keep yourself focused. You know, especially with everything that's going on. So it really helps me. I love taking walks now and listening to different kinds of music, and then coming back to the studio and trying it out. I feel like sometimes you have to leave for, an hour or two and just take a breather and approach it differently. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if something didn't work last time, try starting off with guitar this time, or start off with a drum sequence or something.
Hmm.
I mean, there's just so many possibilities with making music, and there are no rules when it comes to making music, so you can do whatever you want.
That's so positive. No, yeah,
Yeah.
especially like I feel like even just walks outside feel like such like a blessing like with
Yeah.
quarantine since everybody's like cooped up all the time.
So,
Let's see. Eric Romero asks, who was your biggest motivation to get into music?
damn. I've always been a huge Beatles fan. I just
Hmm.
love songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always loved, Paul McCartney's writing and
Mm-hmm.
George Harrison, all of them. But I feel like Tame Impala kind of pushed me into the whole psychedelic,
I can hear
or
that. I can hear
you
that in your
know,
sound.
yeah, I love them or him.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's your
yeah,
favorite Tame Impala song?
that's so hard. What?
Is it is
I
it
mean, Lonerism is
too
my favorite album.
which one?
Lonerism.
Lonerism?
Yeah, that album reminds me of like 2011, no 2012. So yeah, but
What
Music to Walk Home By is a good song.
music to rock home by? We'll
Hmm.
have to. The thing is, I wish I could like play some of these songs, but I know that we'll get like a DMCA
Oh
takedown
yeah,
and then the stream will go down. Otherwise, I would
yeah.
love to. Um,
Oh,
let's see. Oh, here's an interesting one.
mhm.
Lillian asks, if you could describe your music as different scents, how would you describe it?
What do you mean different scents?
Like smells, aromas.
Oh, scents.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. I would think like roses and lavender and some mint. Just like fruitful scents.
That sounds like
Someone
a
actually,
drink.
someone wrote an article about me like yesterday, and they labeled my music as like bubblegum pop, and I was like, what? What is
Bubblegum
that?
pop? That's a genre?
Bubblegum pop. That's a new one. I don't know. They forced my music into the whole like bedroom pop scene, so the bubblegum pop threw me off.
Bubblegum pop. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Me
Um,
neither.
let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. Oh, here's a good one. So Benji asks, what's the dream collab for you?
Actually, one of them already happened. I did a collaboration with Charlie from the Ninja Tigers, and I love the song we made.
Oh, you guys did. Wait, is it gonna be for something for them or something for you?
I, I have no clue because he just hit me up like a few days ago saying that he wants to release it. So I got him in contact with my management. So I don't know if it's gonna be soon, or I can show you a little clip of it.
Um, if you're allowed to, sure. We'd love to.
Yeah, yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Oh, sneak peek. Cool.
A little clip of it.
Okay,
Let's see.
just a little bit. as a
Okay,
treat.
okay. Yes. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Thought about you when I lay with her. Stranger in a strange bed. You were racing through my head as usual. I felt like such a hypocrite for being jealous over you. I'll tell you your murders I never sent you. Alright, that's all I can show you guys.
Ah, Charlie, please release it already. Oh,
Right?
dude, what a good bop.
I love this song so much. Yeah.
So, when collaborating, did you like who approached you about like collaborating for that specific like song? Like, did he have a melody or did you have the melody or like how does that work
We
for you two?
we went into the studio like thinking we were gonna work on something but not knowing what. And
Right.
I had this chord progression, but I didn't think he was gonna like it.
Mhm.
So I started playing it and he's like, I like that. And I had a drum machine with me, so we were messing around with the 808s and we got this beat going and we laid the guitar on top of that and then we just started working from there. And yeah, and then the next day he's like, dude, I wrote vocals to it. And I was like, no way. And he sends me a fucking demo and I freaked out. And then up until recently, he sent me like the updated version, and oh my god, he added like a whole string section at the end, and the arrangement is so beautiful.
He
Like
added
I love it.
strings? Wow.
Yeah, he added a whole arrangement of strings, and it sounds like a whole orchestra. It sounds great.
Dude, I am so excited for you. And I'm so happy for you guys. Holy shit. I'm so happy you found each other cuz even just
Seriously.
listening to that, it's such a good blend of the both of you, you know?
Mhm.
Ugh, I'm so excited. Okay, so here is kind of a funny one, and also again from Beto Ochoa, and I think it's gonna make the previous question make more sense. And it says, "Did you enjoy your photo shoot with Orale magazine?" And then he says, "I was roommates with one of the photographers, so I saw your face on a computer screen for like 2 days straight."
No way.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love those guys, and I love Michael from Orale. Like they're really cool. They gave me a whole like 24 pack of what do you call these, the Topo Chicos?
They did?
Yeah, they hooked me up with a bunch of Topo Chico gear for doing a little live performance for them. And they've always been a part of like the Katzù, like just the way my music has grown over the years. They've always been there since the beginning. So
Aw.
shout out to Orale Mag.
Shout out, Orale! Let's see. Somebody said that sounded really nice. I can definitely hear the bubblegum. I've never heard of this genre before. I don't know what they're talking about.
I think the person that wrote the article came up with it like on the spot. He was just like, it sounds like bubblegum pop.
Oh, okay. Then that would make more sense. They're just being like a creative writer.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let me
Yeah.
try to pull up. They aren't acting like the virus. Mm. Let's see. No, there's just a comment that I don't understand where it says they aren't acting like the virus doesn't exist. Chill. What? Of
What?
course the virus exists. Like that's why we're doing a Skype Zoom meeting thing. Ugh. I don't know. So I know earlier before we started recording, we were talking about what like the future looked like for touring specifically. I mean, we are still in a global pandemic, even though some people don't act like it. So when do you see yourself and the band openly touring again?
Honestly, like the way things are going, I'm thinking I'm thinking like 2022,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I'm hoping for summer of next year if people start following rules, you know.
Yeah, and because especially like it's not even just like going outside like to the park or the beach or something, which people should still like be safe and stuff, but it's like when you're in a music venue, specifically at a show, and
Yeah.
people are like sardines and then they start
Mhm.
moshing. It's like there's no way that nothing is gonna spread. Okay.
That's gonna be the last thing to come back. Live performances for sure.
I think so too, and
Mm.
I am kind of bummed, dude, because like I bought Strokes tickets for May, and
No.
I was so fucking excited, dude, and it got canceled. Like at first, it got pushed
Uh,
to the end of the month because nobody knew it was
yeah.
happening, and
Mhm.
when they rescheduled it for of
When?
May, like May 31st, like 2021.
Oh my god!
But
Wow.
it's like, dude, honestly,
That's crazy.
this might sound kind of fucked up, but I'm just hoping they're all still alive by then.
Oh,
Like
shit.
they're not like old, but they're
Yeah,
a little bit older.
they get it. They get it old. Mm.
Ugh, so I hope they don't. Dude, like
Oh
this
my
was supposed to
god.
be a year for so many bands like to come back and like do like revival tours like My
Yeah.
Chemical Romance. What?
Oh.
That's not happening anymore.
Uh-uh.
Clearly.
None of that.
Um,
Yeah.
did you? Here, I'm trying to look at the questions in the chat. Did you get a chance to listen to the new Strokes album at all, or any of the
Yeah, I
songs
did.
off of it?
I love that. I love that song. Is it "The Adults Are Talking"?
Oh, that's a good one. I
Yeah, it's a
think
good.
that one's my second favorite. I think my first favorite is Brooklyn Bridge to the Chorus.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the adults are talking is great. Okay, we've got some virus downplayers and deniers in here, and I won't care for it. Um, so let's go ahead and take one more question before we head out. Rip MCR. So go ahead if any of you have any last questions, go ahead and drop them. Is there anything that you would like to include before we answer our final question?
Me?
Yeah.
Um, no. Go listen to my EP that's out now.
Yes, everybody, please go
Everywhere.
listen to Color by
Woo!
Katzù Oso. So you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. What else am I missing?
All that jazz.
Tidal, probably.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Um, what's your favorite aspect of creating music? Is it the writing or the performing?
Man, I feel like I love it all just the same. But when it comes to like writing music, I love getting in my head and just having a loop set for hours and hours and just jamming out in my room. I feel like that's when I feel most creative.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Is that your room that you're in right now?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Pretty
you've
much.
got a lot of equipment around. Holy shit! It's like a guitar
I
center
know.
in there.
Yeah. Dude, seriously, I've been ordering so much stuff, but it just makes the time go by faster too. You know,
Mm-hmm. No,
makes me
and
not want to go out.
good. That's a good thing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like at the top of quarantine, time was kind of just really going slow. But now that people have
Yeah.
adjusted and found their hobbies, it's picking up.
Hmm.
But
Hell
yeah,
yeah, dude! I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
actually, oh
yeah, like
shit.
I've been playing hella Yu-Gi-Oh recently.
Okay, dude, I feel like back when Yu-Gi-Oh was actually like popular when we were like young, nobody really like actually knew how to play. You just knew that you
Yeah.
wanted the cards, and it's like the game didn't make any sense to me. But now I
Yeah.
look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. I get
It's crazy. Yeah.
it. What's your best card?
Oh my god! Dude, before we went live,
Yeah.
I had bought a booster pack. I had bought 5 of them for $20, and I drew this one card and I put it on eBay and I sold it for $500 today.
No. What
I
card
swear.
was it?
This one right here. I sold it for $500 today on
What?
eBay.
Oh, I can't read it. It's
I'll
the
let you can.
well, it looks pretty, but So when as
Yeah.
soon as you pulled it, did you know that that was going to be like a high ticket card?
So like all the edges are kind of they're like sparkly, so it means it's like a collector's rare. So I
Mm-hmm.
looked it up, and someone's selling it for 775, and I was like, there's no way that I got the same one. So I look it up, I do
Wow.
my research, and the cheapest one online is like 730. So I was like, just gonna test it, see if someone's actually looking at it. So I lift it, and in 2 minutes, it says that someone bought it for $500, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dude. So
Yeah. So I ended up
what are you
selling
gonna
it.
get with your new bounty?
I don't know, I'll probably just invest in more gear.
Not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for doing this
Yeah.
with me, and I hope that the
Thanks for
chat
having
really
me.
enjoyed. Absolutely. So again, everybody, go listen to Color. It is on Spotify, Apple Music, and yeah, enjoy and vibe out to this new bubblegum pop.